Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome all of you back to another Rage video, where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting into like the real swing of things of just trying to make videos as late into the night as possible. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is, without any shadow of a doubt, the song that made me fall in love with Overkill. It is... Do I actually want to say it's my favourite Overkill song? I actually kind of do. There's lots of... And because, trust me guys, if you are quite new to Overkill, this song in particular summarizes just about the best things that Overkill can do. Which you might say is a little bit ironic, because Overkill are one of the original thrash metal bands. And they've been playing strong to this very day since the late 70s. And what's even more astonishing than that is the tone they set in Skullcrusher. And with that because also you have to remember is that I Hear Black had a lot of classic tunes in which Overkill swapped things around. They tried different things. They didn't just want to make it, old-fashioned. They did new things, and I love Overkill for that, because even though some things like Dreamy and Colombian were a little bit soft and a little bit like not what I was used to when it came to Overkill, I still found far more things that I enjoyed that I realised. Skullcrusher, however, is, in my opinion, sort of the be-all and end-all. It is perhaps the best... How can I describe it? It's not death metal. I would say it's more... doom metal is how I would describe it. And if this is anything to go by, then I feel as if like my closet full of doom metal has been substantially lacking over the years, even from like late 80s Black Sabbath material. Did Black Sabbath do doom metal in the late 80s? I'm thinking probably more the lines of like Sign of the Southern Cross, maybe that sort of thing. But with that being said and done, this actually does come with a little bit of an opening number called Playing with Spiders. It's just an opening because it leads into how hard Skullcrusher really is in the best possible way. So if you guys are ready to experience the absolute bliss of Overkill at their finest hour, if you guys want to check out the original video for yourselves, links will all be in the description down below. Let's begin. Playing with Spiders / Skullcrusher in 3, 2, 1, and... You know what, I can't even resist it myself. I'm turning this up again because of what happens next. 3, 2, 1, and... It's almost like it goes to silence, but it then immediately cuts back with the throbbing of a motorcycle engine. I say throb, ladies and gentlemen, because I mean it. It sounds like this engine is ready to pounce. Riding on a living hell, got another soul to sell. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
Dream on this machine, it lasts just about as long. So you think you know it all, and when you're right, you never fall. I got some news for you. Tasha with a wicked smile, take a ride for a while. Seems that the news is true. Yes, it's true.
Do you just hear how Blitz, he simultaneously puts enough anger into Skullcrusher to make it sound legitimate. I'm doing this again.
and smiles, laying there in pieces on the ground. What the hell, you take the chance, crush your calls, make your stands. When you're dead, you never make a sound. Racing with the devil, engine slowing down. 50 years too high, and you're laying underground. You're crushed.
Pusher, oh, take me away, oh, take me away, take me away, Skullcrusher, oh, take me away. This time of my life, oh, put me away, Skullcrusher. Whew, my goodness, I'm literally gonna have to like probably take a shower by the time this is all over. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as the clock has literally just struck 11, that was Skullcrusher, or like I said, Overkill at its, I would say almost at its peak. And the great irony about that is that Skullcrusher is not necessarily the most dramatic song in the world. It's not even overtly that loud or ruthlessly aggressive. But Skullcrusher has one thing going for it that I'm pretty sure almost no other Overkill song has going for it, or certainly none that comes to my mind. It's quite simply that I feel as if like there's a sense of legacy to this song. I say a sense of legacy because when you consider the stuff that Overkill have been doing before and the stuff they've been doing almost immediately afterwards, Skullcrusher is the very first song that comes to my mind when I imagine what exactly Overkill are more than capable of. You see, the great joy sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, in life is sometimes not going, head first into battle. Sometimes you just need to sit back and, consider a strategy, maybe plan something. And the great thing with Skullcrusher is that when you hear Overkill play slow and it's a very methodical sort of trundling sort of song, really, when you think about it, because the progression is good. Some people may think it's a little bit too slow in places, but that's just to accompany everything else, from the throbbing of the motorcycle engine to make you realize that perhaps this is the painkiller on his motorcycle ready to save mankind from its grave. Or maybe even possibly the other part is true, and maybe this is some lone serial killer literally humping the roads and just looking for more people to slice up, or even, as he puts it, last time of his life, maybe this is just a guy who knows that this is his last chance to do something. So he's decided that he is going to crush every living numbskull in his wake for not taking full advantage. And then when all is said and done, like when it builds up again during that solo, and you get the idea that this guy has literally just ran his course and literally collided with, I don't know, reality or the pavement, and he is broken up and just about dead. And the last part of when he's describing being buried alive, well, I suppose that's the only thing that could become of him. And realistically, ladies and gentlemen, if I'll have to like probably do a very thorough check on a lot of Overkill's material as to whether or not they've ever done a song where they've made a character of their own, almost like a Vic Rattlehead or an Evil Eddie, that sort of thing. I honestly, I think it's really, I think it's great whenever like bands decide to like make mascots of their work or develop a mythos around a character, because like great characters, ladies and gentlemen, they must always start. And the idea of this, perhaps we should call Skullcrusher the original son of anarchy. I still have not seen that show. Maybe that might change within a few days. But it's just the slowness, the grittiness of doom, 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 doom. That's like got shades of Stone Jesus going through it. Though possibly the only exception is that Bobby Blitz's voice is maybe a little bit, not nearly as gravelly for that sort of effect. And Stone Jesus isn't really a band in which songs immediately like go like a roller coaster. And maybe this is why I like love comparing it to groove-ish sort of metal as well, is that it's slow, it takes its time, but it still gives you something rich and nice to chew on. Skullcrusher is like is just absolutely the dog's bollocks of metal, because it is the sort of thing where I enjoy time and time and time again, because it makes me sort of realize that anyone is capable of doing it and creating a sound that just oozes atmosphere, and you just crave for it more and more. You know what? The song I did before recording this one was "Gimme Chocolate" by Baby Metal, and that's all well and good, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm a man. I want like a steak. I want hand-cut chips. I want as much vegetables as you could possibly cram onto a plate. I want roast potatoes. I want parsnips. I want broccoli, corn, peas. I want mashed potato. I want... just throw everything up there. This is... I am hungry, ladies and gentlemen. Hungry like the wolf. Summer sign, juices like wine, and I'm hungry like the wolf. I'm gonna literally listen to the hell out of that once I'm done with this. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reaction video to one of my personal favorites, and I will hope to love you guys again in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye for now.